Hi, this is Saintus. Welcome back to Forge of Empires, and today I'm going to be telling you exactly how you can earn diamonds, i.e. the premium currency of the game, for free with a little bit of effort. This can be very useful since you use diamonds to buy premium expansions that cannot be obtained in any other way, and you can earn a lot more rewards in the event. As a matter of fact, this is the only way that you can obtain the main reward multiple times. So diamond production can be split into two groups. You have the easier way, which is better in the short term, but terrible in the long term, which involves a guild expedition, guild battlegrounds, and also the provinces. And you have the one that every top player prefers, which is one that requires a lot of effort, but it's the only way to earn tens of thousands of diamonds every year, which is essentially a diamond farm. So the first way comprises of the guild expedition, guild battlegrounds, and in some way the provinces. I say in some way because you can only earn it one time, but in comparison to the other two ways, it is a lot more. So as for the guild expedition, I've covered this before, you have a chance of earning on average 160 diamonds. This is if you complete every single encounter. And this is always the same regardless of the age. As for guild battlegrounds on the other hand, things can be a lot different. The reason for this is because first, a reasonable player may only achieve 20 battles, while the top player can now fight 120 up to 150 battles. But not only that, regardless of how many battles a player can fight every day on guild battlegrounds, the amount of diamonds that you earn are now dependent on the league of your guild. And quite a lot actually. If your guild is on the lowest league, you'll only earn 5 diamonds if the reward happens to be the diamonds one. As for the Diamond League, on the other hand, you can earn 25 diamonds per reward. Now, what is the maximum that a player can win regarding diamonds on Guild Battleground? So, according to the wiki page here, it says that you have a maximum of 150 battles, and once that's done, the attrition stays at the same level. But, in theory, there should be no limit. However, as you can see here, it shows that you have a 12,000% penalty, which, by the way, according to these numbers, doesn't feel like real deal. The encounter at the highest level that looks real according to the evolution is the 121st at more than 3000, and by the way, good luck fighting an army like that. But anyway, considering that the maximum amount of attrition that any player would fight over here would be 121, if you do the math, assuming that he's fighting in the Diamond League, receiving 25 diamonds every time he hits that diamond loot, and considering that if you fight you have a 47% chance around that of getting loot, you are expected to win around 200 diamonds per week, which is actually more than the guild expedition. But to be honest, considering the amount of effort that you've put in comparison to a level 4 guild expedition, this is way more, and it's definitely not worth it. However, what if you're just an average player, say that you're in gold or platinum league, and you can only fight about 30 battles per day? In this case, yes, the difficulty would be much lower, as you can see, only 200%, but you obviously would earn even less diamonds. If you do the math again, if you're on the gold league and only fight 30 battles, you're expected to earn about 30 diamonds per week, and if you're on the platinum league, it's around 40. So Guild Battlegrounds is not the biggest source of diamonds. This mostly provides you with fragments for your selection kit of the Statue of Honor, which is an amazing building, and if you think about it, goods and units, but it's mostly fragments and forge points. But I also mentioned provinces. Now, these diamonds are part of these treasure chests, as you can see here. In the provinces, they are scattered all over every single continent. And when I calculated this, I was surprised by the amount of diamond chests that were spread throughout many ages, and the total amount of diamonds available. So, in total, you are expected to earn 4,450 diamonds. However, it obviously takes a while. You shouldn't ever see it as a source of diamonds. As a matter of fact, I see it as worse than the Guild Expedition or Guild Battlegrounds. This is because it has taken me personally, although to be honest, for most of the time, I did not know how to properly play the game, but anyway, it was more than 6 years. But a real estimate with actually a good player, you could do this in around 2 years. So how do you see these 4,000 diamonds? Just as a bonus or a plus. As a matter of fact, if you start doing things well, and especially if you start doing the other way, in that case, you can expect to be earning so many diamonds that these 4,000 in total seem redundant. But now let's go on to the main way of earning thousands of diamonds. Now, how do people do this? Essentially, every top player has either 1, 2, or maybe 3 huge accounts that have hundreds of millions of points, and I'm talking about the top 10 of every server. But there are many other servers and their accounts don't have nowhere near as many points, but they still decided to have them. Now, why? This is because they've decided to make a diamond farm. Now let me just hop into my other accounts and first let me tell you that I don't have a fully developed diamond farm. As a matter of fact, as you can see, I've just begun to build it. So I'm very far away from complete development, but as you can see, this is sort of the concept. It's just to replace everything except for the really important grid buildings with wishing wells or fountains of youth if you have one. Okay, there you go. This is a good example. So as you can see here, this city has a lot of wishing wells. So many that if this was a city in a very populated server, she would be wasting too much space. But in this game, for a single country, you only need one account and you can log on to multiple worlds like these, and all of their accounts are connected through diamonds. This is why if you set up a diamond farm in another world, you can then feed those diamonds back onto your main city. And so the key for obtaining a diamond farm is first, get to the high stages as fast as possible. This is because the higher the age you're in, the more space you have available to you. Doesn't matter how good you are, or as a matter of fact, how many diamonds you have from other worlds for premium expansions, you'll only have access to them if you reach the next age. The second step is for you to just simply try and get as many wishing wells as possible through the guild expedition, but mostly through events. And you should also try and include the essential great buildings and some event buildings that help you with your military. So that would be the Ark, Alcatraz, all of the buildings that give you military boost, plus Himeji Castle and so on. But now let's get on to the math. Each wishing well has a 1.25 chance of giving you 50 diamonds every day, which means that a single wishing well will give you diamonds around 4 times every year, totaling in 200 diamonds. But with this city, for example, that has like 45 wishing wells, you are expected to earn more than 10,000 diamonds a year. Or on average, you should get diamonds in less than 2 days. And this is just one world, and the city is not even completely filled. As you can see, it has a lot more space for it. And if you add all of this up, there's pretty much no limit to how many diamonds you can earn every day. As a matter of fact, you can be earning more than 1,000 diamonds every day just from all of these worlds. And this is especially emphasized by the fact that you don't need to stay competitive. In the guild expedition, in the guild battlegrounds, you can forget all of that and focus solely on just collecting every day your wishing wells. And so that is how you can obtain massive amounts of diamonds for free in Forge of Empires. I hope you liked it and I'll see you next time.